Today we're going to look again at one of your comments. This time it's about phonetics and something that is useful but can get complicated. Khalid says, could you make one video with aspirated sounds in English, please? Well, that is a great question, and I've been meaning to do a video on aspirated sounds for a long time. So here goes. First of all, let's explain what aspirated means. If you put your hand in front of your mouth and speak, in any language, you'll feel air puffing out of your mouth on certain sounds. Some sounds produce the puff of air and others don't. The ones that do are aspirated. That's what it means. Remember though, that I don't think people learning English should get too into phonetics because it does get very complicated and it will be a distraction from learning English if you go into it in too much detail. The subject of aspiration is useful to know, but it gets very complicated very quickly. And like with all my videos, I'm only presenting to you what I think is useful for learning English as a second language. Remember that when you start trolling the comments with comments about tiny little details. If you're just learning English as a second language, trust me, you're opening up a can of worms if you get too into this. So let's just keep it simple. In English, vowels and diphthongs are never aspirated, only certain consonants, and technically only p, t, and k. Those are the only sounds that are aspirated. So when you say these sounds, a puff of air should come out of your mouth. You can check to see if you're doing it right to put your hand in, by putting your hand in front of your mouth, or you can use a little piece of paper and to see if it moves like this. P, t, k. Here are some example words. Potato, Twitter, quick. It does get complicated because these sounds are more likely to be aspirated or aspirated more if they're at the beginning of words than if they are at the end. Also, the letter that comes next makes a big difference to how much the word is aspirated. And aspiration changes a lot in different regional variations of English. And I mean, really, you can aspirate any sound in certain contexts. It's not something that just belongs to these sounds. So if you're just learning a little phonetics to help with your pronunciation of English as a second language, I wouldn't recommend going further than this. But if you're studying phonetics and you want to know the minute differences between the aspiration in a Birmingham accent and a Welsh accent, then go ahead. But you're watching the wrong videos. Well, what do you think? What aspects of phonetics have you found helpful that others might not have considered? Why not share your experiences with us in the comments below? Well, I hope that was helpful. If it is, please give me a thumbs up and share this video on Facebook, Twitter and other social media. And if you haven't already, check out some of my other videos and subscribe to my YouTube channel and my mailing list via the website to keep up to date with new videos and features from me and the English Language Club. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.